na pia wageni wetu ambao wamejumuika nasi katika mji huu wa Nakuru. Tafadhali tunasema asanteni.
Wana mazingira 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 mazingira network mazingira network reduce plastic, reuse plastic, recycle plastic, reuse plastic, reuse plastic, recycle plastic, reduce plastic, reuse plastic, recycle plastic, reduce plastic, reuse plastic.
Stakeholders to participate in environmental conservation guided by this year's theme, raising awareness on environmental issues and protection of Mother Nature. We must go steps higher to generate knowledge, try the knowledge we have generated by adopting the requisite behavior change to protect and conserve Mother Nature is solutions to plastic pollution. Plastic is a life-changing resource. More than 400 million tons of plastic are produced every year worldwide, half of which are designed for single use. Out of this, only an estimated 10% is recycled. An estimated 19 to 23 million tons find their way to water bodies like rivers, lakes, and oceans. And that is why in certain water bodies, we have more plastics than we have fish. As a country, having banned single-use plastics, we relapsed immediately thereafter. We did not sustain our enforcement. Single-use plastics are finding their way back to our markets, and we see that every day. We must improve our act. NEMA and the county environment committees across the country are today put on notice from this World Environment Day moving forward. We must have targeted, sustained enforcement on single-use plastics to rid our country of single-use plastics, even as we work on the plastic regulations. Include the development of the Sustainable Waste Management Policy, the National Marine Litter Management Action Plan, and the Sustainable Waste Management Act of 2022. This policy and legislations have the objective of promoting sustainable waste management and reducing materials being deposited in our dump sites. Promote and ensure the effective delivery of waste services, create an enabling environment for employment in the green economy, recycling and recovery, establish an environmentally sound infrastructure and system for sustainable waste management, promote circular economy, practices of green growth, and mainstream resource efficiency principles in sustainable consumption and production practices. If we live true to the spirit and letter of these policies and legislations, we will help the country towards environmental conservation, climate change, and natural resource protection, which indeed were the aspirations of the 1972 Stockholm Conference that set the stage for the World Environment Day. The Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry is working on a circular economy strategy. We are at the final stages to gazette the extended producer responsibility regulations, and I'm happy to say that we are working closely with our members of parliament, led by our committee, members who are here today, to make sure that each manufacturer, importer of products must have an end of the project in mind to make sure we reuse, recycle, and reduce waste in our country. These regulations, as well as color codes for segregation of different waste fractions, are in the pipeline. We call on all citizens to collaborate and ensure that waste segregation is mainstreamed across the waste management value chain, and attempts to actualize the spirit of the law to make sure we segregate our waste, and turn it into very different things. We know that waste can be turned into wealth, and it has been demonstrated by the many players who are sitting here today. Look at the waste tires that have been turned into wealth. And Honorable Governor, I will go with one of these chairs. Please go with the other one. On all citizens to hold hands with us to mainstream this value chain. We urge all members of the public to implement the provisions of sustainable waste management by ensuring segregation of waste at source to facilitate recovery of clean material for high-quality recycling. We also call upon the private sector to adopt a circular economy production approach. We must close the loop on linear economic production if we are to deal with waste, as well as providing solutions to plastic pollution. Some paper being dissolved in water, and you can actually turn it into some food or some juice with a nutritional value. We can also turn our waste into wealth, as I have said. We have so many of our young people around dam sites. Those young people around those dam sites, we want to turn them into cooperatives. They help us sort the waste, we connect them to recyclers, and they make their money clearly, and we will put regulations in place to make sure that there is transparency, so that, again, green jobs are created from the very waste that is choking our country. To ensure that our schools are at the center of our greening the country, we need to inculcate the values of environmental conservation in our children within the CBC program. And beyond greening the country, we must start training our children from that early age to take responsibility for the waste we create and generate every day as a country, and turn it into a useful step in terms of livelihood support and energy and those possibilities that we have. That collaborative framework or legal framework is coming, and we are going to have waste management training for our learners from a very early age, and for sure they will put it into practice. And for us, the older people, we must change our mindset. Segregation of waste at source is a possibility. Make sure this is a reality. Once we segregate our waste, Madam Governor, we have organic waste. 60% of waste in Kenya is organic. And we are struggling with food security in this country. If we turn our organic waste into manure and fertilizer, we will have gone a long way into dealing with the issue of food insecurity in our country. So there is a lot of possibilities.
Ladies and gentlemen, the year's World Environment Day theme is Solutions to Plastic Pollution. Indeed, one of the most pressing environmental challenges we face today is plastic pollution. According to the UN, to the UNEP 2023 of a study, over 400 million tons of plastics are produced worldwide each year, with half being single-used and less than 10% being recycled. So only 10% are being recycled. Furthermore, approximately 19 to 23 million tons of plastic are in our rivers, lakes, and oceans annually. Nakuru City generates about 700 tons of solid waste annually, of which 20% is plastic, and most are not lucrative for recycling and upcycling, thus ending up as a menace. Moreover, single-use plastics clog our stormwater drains, causing flooding in case of heavy downpours, degrading our environment, choking our wildlife, and resulting in human health issues. In 2017, the government, in collaboration with stakeholders, banned single-use plastics in a move that has been lauded globally. However, loopholes persist and must be addressed to ensure the effective enforcement of the law against plastics. 2032, Nakuru County the goal is to have covered 200,000 hectares. That is about 500,000 acres, which translates into about 250 million seedlings. That is 25 million seedlings per year.
What is this solution now? Oh,
this is actually a starch. You can actually take standard.
You can incinerate or whatever.
It can be used in carpets, it can be used in malls,
hospital. Especially all that waste.
Thank you so much.
We may go back to you. We give to you the praise, we give to you the glory. In Jesus' name we pray.
Minister of Environment, Forestry, Honorable Soipan, Madam, Governor Nakuru County, Your Excellency, Climate Change, Mr. Ngeno, Principal Secretary, State Department of here. My name is Mary Kirabui, Deputy Director in charge of Community and also Education, representing Dr. Kanga of water, the water level, and currently, for those who know Nakuru very well, is a beauty of flamingos.